Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Skin and Soul podcast. I'm your host, Emily Fouts, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking all about multi-level marketing companies. It's a controversial topic, especially amongst estheticians, but yeah, just multi-level marketing companies, pyramid schemes, my opinion on them, and just kind of what I think about them. So if you are interested, then just keep on listening. Okay, guys, so MLM, what is that? Multi-level marketing. There are many different types of companies that do multi-level marketing. So what that is there is a company, and what they do is they have representatives who sell their product and get percentages of the sales. And so that's where the multi-levels come in. And with many brands, maybe even all of the companies that do multi-level marketing, if you have someone that signs up under you, then you get a percentage of their percentage. And so the idea behind it and kind of the sell-off is if you are really successful and you get a lot of people to also join the team and sign up, then you're going to be super successful and you're going to be set. But here's the thing. Rarely does that happen. And also that is why they are known as pyramid schemes. So a pyramid scheme is, obviously it's a scheme, so it is selling the idea of getting people to sign up underneath you, and then obviously it's going to build you up to this successful position. Now, I was actually watching a documentary a while back. It was one of those aromatherapy company, doTERRA. Yes, it was doTERRA. And it was a documentary on it, and they were interviewing one very, very successful woman. She was like a millionaire. So when the company first started, like, she was one of the first ones. And so obviously, because it was new, she had a whole bunch of people that signed up under her. And there's like a handful of people that are in those positions. But really what they do is they prey on low income. They prey on stay-at-home moms. You have to pay a certain amount to buy a kit or whatever. You have to buy your way into joining the team. And so a lot of people I actually know, like my sister, she is a Scentsy consultant, and so to her it was worth it to sign up just so that she could get like this big bundle for her own personal use, and then just sell enough to where she kind of makes that money back. So actually I was listening to Esthetician on the Edge, and this actually came directly from Rodan & Fields. Their statistics for their representatives were that they bring in an average of like $462 a year. That's very clear that you cannot make a living as a Rodan & Fields consultant if that's the average that they're making, because their buy-in kit is like $600, okay? And then you have to make all that money back. And if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're just, you're not going to be doing that 9 to 5 every single day. Some people may be more successful at it than others, but that's their average. And you can only imagine that similar companies are going to be about the same. So really, it's not a job. It's not like a solid job. And that's why I define them as pyramid schemes, because they really are schemy to me. If you're passionate, specifically I'm talking kind of about skincare MLMs now, but if you're passionate about skincare, go to school, become an esthetician, and actually do it for a living, make good money, put food on your table. Like, obviously, if their consultants are only making an average of $462 a year, that's not a good deal for you, baby. And also, a problem that I have specifically with multi-level marketing skincare companies is that they're just getting Mary Jo off the street she doesn't have a skincare background. Why are you having someone sell and recommend products and do skincare consultations and all these other things if they are not educated on skincare? I don't care what kind of pamphlets they give you. If you do not have an education, then you should not be recommending skincare products to people. I don't recommend products to anyone without having an informed consent, without doing a consultation, knowing what medication they're using, knowing their skincare history. It's very irresponsible in my opinion. But with that being said, brands like Rodan & Fields and, any skincare brand, they are the same level of potency and efficiency that you can get off the shelf at Walmart. So it's not necessarily going to be very damaging, but still they do have low percentage retinols or retinol esters. And if you are on Accutane, or if you are using a Retin A from your dermatologist, or there could be so many contraindications. So I very much don't agree with multi-level marketing skincare companies in that way, because they're just uneducated. But to speak specifically on estheticians using multi-level marketing skincare companies like Rodan & Fields or Monet or Young Living, or I don't even know what other ones there are. But the way I feel about that is I think a lot of estheticians, they get sold on it because of the propaganda from the company. They sell it, and they sell it well. They sell the dream, and they probably, get before and after pictures and things like that. And they're like, oh, this works. They might be new estheticians, and they might not be super educated. And please don't think that I'm just like shitting on you if you use multi-level marketing and skincare companies, but this is just like my informed opinion. So I hope that if you do, you obviously don't have to listen to this, but I hope that I really enjoyed listening to other people's opinions, like when they're different than mine, because I like to keep an open mind. But maybe I hope you could learn something from this. So I don't think it's beneficial for estheticians to use it for several reasons. And so first I'm going to start with the ingredients. And there's a lot of controversy over, professional skincare or medical grade skincare. Yes, I understand. It mostly is a marketing tactic, but for professional brands, which are brands that you can only get with a professional license, do 100% have higher quality ingredients. They have higher quality formulations. They have, in my opinion, they have a higher moral standing. They have protocols. They have back bar product. And this isn't an opinion. Which I haven't used any MLM skincare. I know there are some estheticians, they use them in their treatment room. And I try to wrap my head around why, because I don't imagine that they have back bar ingredients. Which, they might have evolved since maybe they are trying, I don't know. But they might have evolved, and they might have chemical peels. They might have back bar ingredients that you can only get with a license, but I'm not sure, and I actually don't believe they do. So I don't know why you would use something in your treatment room that you can also get from your neighbor. You know what I mean? There is no exclusivity in a brand that your neighbor can also sell, your neighbor who does not have a professional license. So that is why we use professional products, not only because they cater to professional estheticians and they have professional percentages of ingredients that can be harmful to consumers that we can only access and use in back bar, but also because it offers an exclusivity and people have to come directly to us. So if you are using that, there isn't a reason that they're going to keep coming back to you. They're just going to like the product, and they can go to anyone and get it. And not only that, but like I said, I doubt they have protocols for professional treatments. I doubt they have back bar products. It doesn't make sense to me. And I've seen estheticians that use it, and they're very, very sold on it, and they love it. I don't know why they love it. Maybe it works for them. They don't have problematic skin, but there is no way that you can offer treatments that are going to be performance level. Like, they don't have enzymes, they don't have like alpha hydroxy acid mask, they don't have those high percentages that you need with a professional license. So if you're not able to deliver that level of results, like, your treatments just aren't going to be up there. It doesn't make sense to me. You really might need to rethink that. And I don't want to sound harsh. This is just my opinion. It's my informed opinion. I've been an esthetician for 8 years. I have entertained MLMs before, not in a serious way, but like I said, with having an open mind. The very first spa that I ever worked at, it was my first job ever. I didn't know about MLMs. We had a Rodan & Fields consultant come in and was trying to sell us on it, and I could just tell by her presence was very forceful, and I didn't like it. And I knew she wasn't a professional. She wasn't professionally licensed. So I'm like, why am I going to take advice from someone who isn't professionally licensed? You know what I mean? And I was using Image Skincare, but for some reason the owner, she was a hairstylist, she was a cosmetologist, she didn't do skincare or anything, but she was really into it, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Even as a baby esthetician, I knew it didn't make sense. And I left shortly after, and lo and behold, next time I come and check in, they're using Rodan & Fields in the treatment room. So really, I think it is a lot of the predatory approach of the consultants that really kind of gets estheticians hooked on it. And it's not even like the most problem that I have with it is that I think that professional brands that you can only access as a professional are better, but it is their predatory movements, and it is their lack of ethics. And really, that's what gets to me, because like I said, they make it sound like you're going to make this money and it's a job and you're working for yourself, but you're making an average of $462 a year. This came from them. These are statistics. This is not opinion. This is fact. So I really don't have any space for it. And I had a client that came in last week. I never point out anyone's flaws. My approach whenever I have a client come in for a facial is I always ask them, do you have any concerns? Is there anything that you want to improve with your skin? And that's how we continue the conversation as to what our approach is going to be for their skincare treatment. And so she had a lot of maturation arrest acne. She had congestion. If you don't know what maturation arrest acne is, it is like those little flesh-colored bumps that you can see that are under the skin. And so what that is it's oil, keratin buildup that's trapped under the skin. You can easily squeeze it, and oils and keratin buildup is going to come out. And so that happens whenever you don't have a correct level of hydration. Smokers have them. So she had that going on. She had some hyperpigmentation, and she had been using Rodan & Fields for years. And obviously, if you're not in a happy place with your skin, if you have skincare issues, if you have, there's something that you want to improve, there's something going on, you obviously need to make a change. And so I told her, I know you like Rodan & Fields. She really expressed how pleased she was with them, but I'm kind of confused, because if you're so pleased with them, why are you coming in for a facial and expressing to me these concerns? That doesn't communicate that you're pleased with me. So I offered her my suggestions, and she didn't take them, and I am very confused. It doesn't make sense. Why are you going to express that you're so pleased with something, but yet you have these skincare concerns and you're coming to me, but you don't want to change up? Yeah, it didn't make sense. And she wasn't a consultant, but I mean, I think that just kind of goes to show the level that they really build themselves up to be, and the expectations they set. But I mean, it wasn't being delivered for this client. So I know a lot of you as estheticians already, if you've been an esthetician for a little while, you most likely agree with me. If you are a newer esthetician, of course, it takes a lot of time to learn all these different things, but I hope maybe this possibly enlightened you to what MLMs are really about. And it's not a good idea for your business. It truly isn't. You're not going to benefit from it. So go with a professional line that has more to offer, has more treatments that are going to pack a punch, and that have professional level of ingredients. And so I actually know some estheticians that do carry multi-level marketing skincare brands, or that use it personally. You don't have to agree with me, but everything that I said is factual. But I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but I'm just wanting to bring this up because I have seen when anyone says anything about a multi-level marketing and skincare company and compares it to a professional line, which a professional line means that you have to have a professional license to access it, and they have back bar products with a percentage of ingredients that consumers do not have access to. So whenever we compare the two, they get really butthurt and they think it's a personal attack, and they think that we are trying to talk down another brand to lift ourselves up. And I know why you might feel that way, because you care about something and people are shitting on it. But I'm not trying to shit on it to make myself look better or make the brands that I use look better. I'm shitting on it because they're predatory. And I'm shitting on it because it's not in your best interest. And you might think I'm an asshole, but this is my podcast and it is my unsolicited opinion. And yeah, that's it. I'm brutally honest. That's what this is here for. That's why I made this podcast, so that estheticians and skincare lovers can get an unsolicited opinion and a true, honest opinion from someone who has been licensed for 8 years. So that is all I have to say on that. Well, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for listening to my brutally honest opinion of multi-level marketing companies and pyramid schemes. I will see you guys next Monday at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time for another episode.